What's up, guys? This is your boy Anton Criminal Mosley. Welcome to another episode of Ask Kriminal 2K12. I have 10 more questions right here written down, and I'm getting ready to answer them for you guys, the fans out there. So, did your question make this episode? Let's find out right now, shall we? Well, seeing the fact that Halloween is coming up in the next few weeks, I really don't know what I'm going to dress up as. I got a few ideas, but I don't really know if I'm going to have, the funding to come up with it. But hopefully, if I do have the funding for it, then I have a few ideas. I'm thinking of sporting a zoot suit this year for Halloween to try to bring back the old, those old gangster style movie, type guys. Even with the pinstripe suit, the hat, and everything like that. There was an idea that my friends want me to dress up as Deadpool so bad because he's one of my favorite Marvel characters. And I think it would be fitting. Hopefully, if I can find a decent suit that had a decent price, I just might pull it off. But then again, I can always reprise my role as world champ. I have the belt, I have the outfit, I have the gloves. I've got the whole thing down pat, and I don't have to spend any money. So we'll just have to wait and see. But for right now, my costume idea is pretty much up in the air. Yee, man, that's a pretty tough question there. I mean, the NBA season's just getting up and running right now with the preseason starting, and opening week isn't going to start till like the beginning of November. But if I had to pick a team that's going to win it all this year, I don't know. I mean, if you were to ask me who I thought was going to go to the finals, I would definitely say it would probably be a toss-up between the Lakers and Thunder on the West and probably the Heat in the East, because the Heat are probably still going to be the team to beat this year, especially with the addition of Ray Allen now. So it's a tough call to make right now, but if I had to choose who's going to win it all, I think the Heat are probably going to repeat. I'm actually very excited because it's not every day that I get to go back home for a weekend or two to get away from Orlando for a while, and believe me, I do miss my Atlanta home. But this month makes it more interesting because there's a pay-per-view going on, and I'm actually going to be attending it. So, what better place for it to be than at Atlanta, Georgia? So that's another main reason why I'm going up there. But I really want to spend time with my parents, my mom and dad, my little brother, and of course my little dog, who I'm missing like crazy. It's a good thing for me to get away for a while. I've never, it's random that I have breaks and time to myself. So I think getting away for a few days might help me out a little bit, be able to relax and just have fun. That's all I want to do. So. And everybody up in Atlanta, if you're watching this, get ready because I am coming back home at the end of the month, so be ready for me. No, I would not do it because if I was to sacrifice one of my talents, then I wouldn't be able to get that bag of money on my own. The reason I was blessed with talent was so I can make that money. So why in the world would I sacrifice one of them just for a bag of money? One bag of money? No. I need all my talent so I can get more than one bag of money. All right? And believe me, when that time comes, I will not have one. I'll have many bags of money. Will I share with you? That's the question. That's a very interesting question. I don't know. I've never really seen it like that. I know people would probably they would sit there and tell themselves, if I was a Dragon Ball Z, my power level would definitely be over 9,000. But I don't know. If I had to really base myself as far as a power level goes, Shoot, I'd probably say more of the. I'd be probably more of a Krillin type power level. You know, what I mean, like, it's not that I wouldn't become like a Super Saiyan somewhat, but I think I'd be strong enough. But I don't know. I mean, one can only tell, right? So I would have a pretty basic power level. Not a high power level, but not a low one. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of somewhere in that range. Okay. This right here was probably planned ever since I went to WrestleMania 26 in Phoenix with my boy Jarvez. And we've been doing so many things. And it's like one day I decided to just put my freestyle on film. Just have a little fun. Just rap and do whatever. And I liked it so much, and we were laughing about it. Then he came in the idea. He's like, why don't you take some of these and put them on film and see what other people think about it? And I thought to myself at first, I was like, I don't know, because people might not like how I do this, and they might hate it. But then after a while, I said, you know what? Just do it. Who cares what people think? You like doing it, so just do it. So ever since then, my sixth season of my show, I've been my putting freestyle sessions on every now and then. So it's like if I have one, I'll film it, then put it on there and see if people like it. And if they do, that's fine. If not, I'll just put it on like a separate film or whatever. But yeah, Jarvez was the one that told me, you should take some of these and put them on film and see what people think about it, because you can do freestyles pretty damn good. You never know what you know. You never know what talents you might have out there. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you put it on film. So just think about that. Oh, you could definitely believe that I'm going to have a brand new Lost episode coming up very soon. This month I'm going to be very productive, do a lot of work, and I'm definitely going to find some moments from my past that I'm going to share with everybody. And believe me, I have quite a bunch of them. All right? But there's one in particular that I'm really going to work on, and it's very near and dear to my heart. So definitely be on the lookout for that one, because it's going to be very sentimental, and I can't wait to put that one up, because it's one of my finer moments in life. Just put it that way. So I'm definitely going to have some Lost episodes coming back for you guys, and hopefully you'll be able to truly understand where I'm coming from and how I grew up. Okay? That's the whole reason why my Lost episodes are so lost, so to speak. Talk about putting somebody on the spot. If I had to get back with any of my exes that I've ever had, would I? Probably not. I mean, I know most of them that the majority of the relationships that I've been in, I've ended them mutually. Okay, but just a couple of them, I'm just like, there's no way we're getting back together. And it's not the fact that I'm not going to go back to them. Believe me, I'm not. But it's all a matter of who's going to come out mature, who's going to be the mature one after it's all said and done. And believe me, most of the relationships that I've been in, after they've ended, I've grown to forgive and forget. That's basically what it is. You forgive and forget, you move on, you become mature adults, and just, get rid of that phase in life. I mean, I know it was there, and you think back about it, you think back to it every now and then, but the past is the past, you people. You got to move on. You know what I'm saying? Move on to bigger and better things in life, and just look out for yourself. Do you. And if a relationship comes along, hey, it just heightens up the the quality of your life. But if it doesn't work out, then you know what? Don't let it drag you down. Just keep doing you. You know what I'm saying? And things will fall in place for you. Don't worry about it. But in all seriousness, if I if I had the chance to get back with any of my exes, I probably wouldn't do it. Especially my most recent one. Yeesh. It depends on, if there's prize money, yeah, I'll do it. But if it's like for a fundraiser or anything like that, then I would definitely do it because I'm always about fundraisers. I'm always about giving back to those in need, and a talent show probably will definitely bring the contributions full swing. So I would say, why not? Let's go for it. But I definitely have a lot of talents that I would use. I think singing is probably one of my greater talents. And if you don't believe me, ask anybody that see me at karaoke nights back in the day, or anybody that see me sing on camera, or just around the house. Basically, people have heard me sing before. They think I'm great. But if I had to do a talent show, I'd definitely let the judges be the ones to give me the final word. If they say yes, you're good, or no, you suck. But I definitely won't get none of this. I know that for sure. I will not suck. All right. But I would definitely do some talent shows. Why not? It sounds fun. That's a pretty deep question. Very deep question. And to answer honestly, yes. A lot of people have told me that I wouldn't do anything in my life, especially back in the day. They would always sit there and say they would downgrade anything I would try to attempt. Whether it be, hey, I'm gonna run this, I'm gonna run a mile in this amount of time, and people say you wouldn't do it, you can't do it, you don't have the ability, there's no way. And then I would do it and prove them wrong, and then they would shut up about it. They would say, okay, we doubted you, da da da. I still get that today. To be honest with you, I still get that today. And a lot of people say that, you can't do this, you're, the age, at your age right now, who's to say you're even going to do anything? Let's get one thing straight, people. I'm 29 years old, okay? I'm not ashamed to say it. I'm 29 years old. I'm on the brink of 30, and I'm still doing videos that I've been doing for 6-7 years now. And it's not going to stop me until pretty much I feel like it's time for me to quit or retire, or if I'm dead and gone. But I'm going to keep doing them until one of those happens. God forbid not too soon, but still. People that always say that I'm not going to do anything in my life, it just fuels the fire in me to just prove them all wrong. So if you're going to sit there and say that I'm not going to achieve anything in my life, for that, I can say thank you. Thank you for telling me that. Because you're just going to prove me right when I say that I'm going to do things the way I want to do them, and I enjoy it. People out there like my work, okay? They respect the fact that I'm still going after all these years. And I'm not going to stop just because one person sits there and says, you're not going to achieve this. There's no way you're not going to do this. And I'm just going to sit here and say, you know what? Thank you. Thank you for being the hater that you are. Because when I do end up blowing up, it's going to blow up in your face. Then you're going to be the one to come back and say, oh man, remember me, dog? I knew you was going to make it from the start. You know what? Stop lying to yourself. If you don't think I'm going to be able to do anything with my life, just say it and mean it. Because if the more you mean something, the better it's going to be for me in the long run. Because I'm gonna hit that mountain. I'm gonna climb that mountain. I'm gonna get to the mountaintop. And when I get there, I'm staying there. Okay? No one's gonna knock me off that mountain. No one. Alright? Plain and simple. So for anybody out there in the future that's gonna sit there and tell me that I'm not gonna do anything, I'm not gonna achieve anything in my life, just tell me now, so I can prove you wrong in the future. Well, guys, that's going to do it for another episode of Ask Kriminal 2K12. That's just the way things go down here. You guys give me the questions, I give you the answers, guaranteed. If you would like to see your question appear on the next episode, hit me up on the link below, and I'll take a look. And if I like what I see, your question could very well appear on the next episode that we do. And I'll definitely answer it right here for you. But until then, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. This has been Anton Criminal Mosley. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next installment of Ask Kriminal 2K12. Holla at your boy. Peace.